Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure my stuff was all turned off and looking crazy. Child. Oh my goodness, how you been doing today?
We're doing all right.
All right. What you sipping on?
A little hot cocoa.
A little hot cocoa.
We're in North Carolina right now. Snow on the ground.
Okay, yeah, you
We
right.
played tonight.
You play tonight.
Yeah, we played tonight.
Who y'all playing?
Lee's McRae.
Okay.
Lee's McRae.
You
Lee's
said
McRae.
pray.
Yeah, McRae. Lee's McRae.
Hey. Hopefully, well, first off, good luck on your match. How your boys been? I'm excited. I saw that y'all started I was talking to Mari about it
Uh-huh.
a couple weeks ago, but I was like, when she was on the podcast, and I was like, yeah, they play Hawaii, and I was like, well, look, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. So,
Hey, you might as well just go for the top. See where you at. It was a great opportunity for them. It was a great experience playing the number one team in the nation, and truly, they're pretty good.
yeah.
I think if they would have been fully loaded this past weekend, they would have beat Ball State this past weekend, both games.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Hawaii was a great experience for us. We saw some great things. We saw some things we need to work on, but we saw that we can at least rally with them.
Mm-hmm.
Our first ball contact was very ineffective against
Okay.
Hawaii. When we made first ball contact and we made that 3-ball pass, we scored over 85% of the time. But that's us making that first ball contact a 3-ball pass. So
Hey, that's a good
that's the
ratio
biggest
right there.
thing. We saw some things that we ain't never seen because we got all freshmen. Kids serving the ball 3 miles per hour. That's insane, So it was a learning tool for us. Yeah.
That's what's up. But you know what? That's like I was telling Mari, not only if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it all the way,
Yeah.
right? But at the same time, though, that gives them that's the number one team in the nation. So
Yeah.
the bar does not get much higher than that on the collegiate level. So you know what you need to work on. You got to get stronger, you got to get faster.
Yeah.
And as all these things come and your foundation and fundamentals come, then you can start having fun and getting creative and
And we're going back. He invited us back, so we just keep going till we beat them.
Okay, look, because if at first you don't succeed,
pick yourself up, try again.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. And I know. Look, I know their eyes were like because here's the thing. When I was growing up, and I'm sure the same thing with you as well. Like, not only was volleyball I know you played on the traveling club team, but like starting from club level, elementary school, middle school, high school, that wasn't really a thing for boys.
It was not.
And then
no longer black boys,
hello, I didn't even get into it yet, but but then to be able to take them from all of their walks of life and say, look, not only are we going to play the number one team in the nation, but you're going to be on ESPN, and then on top of that, we're going to Hawaii. Did y'all ever think y'all were going to be in Hawaii? Like, so how in the world did that come about? How did you get that match?
I met Charlie at JL's Boys Nationals back in July last year. Was it in Kansas City? I think Kansas City. Okay. We sat down and talked. He was like, yeah. And he heard about the 6 HBCUs coming in. He wanted to learn more about it. Mm-hmm. He said he wanted to make a tradition on Martin Luther King weekend. I didn't know how to accept that, but he said he wanted to make a tradition.
Yeah.
Bring the historic Black College up there on Martin Luther King weekend. And, I kind of looked at it as a positive thing because some of the replies from some of the players on the team, they said we deserve to be there just like anybody else. So, it's a great opportunity for us to come up and see the highest level of play.
Yeah. That's what they say. Look, why not us? We can be here too. You've seen it. And at the end of the day, like I tell my girls when I'm coaching, I'm like, look, a pass is a pass. Yeah. I don't care who's on the other side of the net. Like, they still got to serve. They still got to pass your serve. Yeah. They still got to set that pass. So the structure of the game is still the same. Yeah, the people may be a little taller, but I mean, there's little things that you can do. You may not get a stuff block, but you can sure get a nice little soft touch on that ball, get your pass, and then you can execute your offense and keep that 85% up, that hitting percentage off of that first contact.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what That's what we tried to do. That's what we was going after to do. We know that our training ability and some of the things that they use there is more high class than us. We don't have the economically. We don't have some of the things they have, but
yeah,
we try to improvise. Try to improvise different things.
mm-hmm.
To get our system up, get our strength up. We actually just got a strength coach, a pretty good strength coach, in I think it was by December.
Okay.
We would have had him beginning the school year. Our kids would be so much stronger, so much
Yeah.
stronger. But we have him now, so the sky's the limit now. We balling right now. We done lost we done lost 4 5 setters, 3 5 setters.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
5 setters. That means you're there. You're competing.
Only
You're
game
in
that
the
we haven't
game.
competed in was Hawaii. Every game we have competed in, and we
That's
lost to
oof.
Life. Life was an NAIA ranked team. We lost to Weber. They NAIA ranked. We
Mm-hmm.
lost both of them guys in 5. So
And
it's like you right there. It's like the psych, the mental is not right there for them. They being so young, and the referee make a bad call. They don't understand and say, "Hey, let's get to the next play."
Mm-hmm.
They say, "No, I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I didn't do this," and they trying to play the next point. So we have so
Yo.
there's some things we got to work on mentally to get them ready to get to the next level. We got a good group of guys. We got a real great group of guys from 8 different countries. They get along pretty good, and we're just young.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's any program, anything you notice, any job you go into, it takes a minute to just let everything mesh, to get everything flowing and stuff like that. I mean, you can't rush it. So y'all just gotta
take his turn.
Learn, like just humble yourself and
be patient.
Patience, right there.
I'm thinking that I can do the impossible because the girls last year they was 4-16. I just took over them in July.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up going 26-8, winning the conference championship, making to the national tournament for the first time in school history. You see things like that and you say, hey, maybe we can push it, but everybody got their own time. Every program got their own time to get there.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I mean, man, that's I'm so happy for them. Like, I wish to go into a university or into a brand new program and just be the pioneer for that, and then set the tone for this is how hard we're going to work to cultivate that culture. What do you want your locker room to be like? What do you want your practices to look like? And here's the thing, like you said, they may have lost in 5 setters, but it ain't like y'all just playing any old team. Like, y'all are playing ranked teams who have been together, who have leadership, who have the strength trainers, who have all of these different, amenities.
Yeah.
But at some point, they had to start at square one as well. So take that as a tool, as like inspiration.
Yeah, and that's one thing I said. A lot of the team we play, they've been together for 10, 15 years, and they know each other. They seniors and they juniors. They've been playing together 3 years, and we almost there, and we just been together 7 to 8 months. So that's where it's at. Like I said, I can't complain. I can't. I'm not disappointed at them. I'm very proud of the guys the way they playing, but I just feel like we can push it a little bit more, which we will later on.
Yeah, I mean, and you know this too from coaching so many teams. Like, the beginning of the season. Look, it's the beginning of the season, but that's a totally different team once you hit conference. Once you hit, tournaments and postseasons. Like, it's a totally different game. So you can't really judge us. What they say is not how you start; it's how you finish.
How you finish, exactly how you finish. Because it just take time. Like we talk about, it take time to bond. It take time to it takes time to mend together as a team, and you know, it's time. It takes time to figure things out. You know.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, I'm proud. Look, I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of what you were able to do. I mean, even going back and watching that, because you know I had to go back and watch the Hawaii match. I couldn't watch it when it was on, but I went back and watched it. And yeah, there was like just certain things that, you know, like there was no level of concern when I watched it. I was like, okay, yeah, but you understood. Okay, look, that's Hawaii, and this is a new program.
Yeah,
and some things could be cleaned up, but a good group of kids you got. Some young men, black young men who got their head on their shoulders. Like, you got a good group.
Yeah, the thing about it is, like, we got so much love. We down in Honolulu. We got people still following us. Coach calling us, telling, hey, when we won our first game against Erskine, congratulations, he watched the whole match. And, I mean, that's the type of support that we got from Hawaii. The followers still following us, and we're the number one fans. And I mean, like, the crowd just gave us so much love when we was there. I mean, it's just, you know, coming into a territory, it's just you and your team by yourself. You kind of, some kids might be intimidated, but the crowd, they responded very well when we was there. So we were just super excited. Everybody wanted to sit and talk to us. The boosters from Hawaii sat down and had lunch and dinner with us, and you know, it was just a great experience. You know,
that's what's
up. Was able to go out in the city and go to Pearl Harbor and go to the beach and do a little shopping while I was down there. So they had a great time. You know?
That's what's up. That's good shit. I haven't even been to Hawaii yet. I look at them flight tickets. I'm like, hold up now.
we had flights for $270 a person, but we dropped the ball and we let them expire. So I think we paid like $380 per person.
Okay.
So yeah,
that ain't too bad.
It was, you know, this season is not a big season right now. You know, Hawaii. Get to springtime, that's when tickets gonna be $1,000.
And that's usually when I be looking too. I be like, okay, let me see how much these tickets are. I be like, I see commas, I say nope. Back on right up out of there. But
I know you talked about creating a team, and that's one of my biggest things when I took the job is I'd rather create culture than change culture. That's the biggest thing. You can make your team, you can make your makeup by yourself. And that's what I was really looking at when I went out and recruited these 18 kids. We actually had 19 kids on campus this year.
Okay.
Only rostered 16. Okay. But each kid brought something to the table that we needed, you know, and of course that's the makeup that I was looking for. You know, looking for our kids that go to class, do the grades. I mean, got pretty decent grades. Looking for athleticism, you know, looking for kids that, you know, won't take things for granted. You know? Most of my international kids, they work hard because this is their way out, you know.
Yeah.
Like for Dominican Republic, which is a third world country, and they come over here and they want to graduate. They want to succeed so they can go back home and help their family out, you know, things like that. So,
see, that's why I be talking to these girls. I just had like this little developmental program that I coach out here in Sunrise. I just had 1, 2. Look, every single one of them a minority of some sort, but I just got like 4 black girls that just walked through the door. I mean, already built like volleyball players, and just haven't played. But you know how it is. Like, we just got that natural power, that natural speed, that natural everything, and they were all upset and stuff. I'm like, nah, baby girl. I said, you're good. You are good. You are good.
Yeah.
Because that was one of my dreams too, I would love to take, I don't know what tournament, don't care what tournament, but I just want a tournament of all black folks, black boys, black girls, and just go out there and just represent.
Yeah, Maurice, we hosting this year. We hosting Labor Day weekend. We're hosting a small college HBCU tournament.
Oh, I'm coming to that.
Labor Day weekend.
I'm going to be there. Look, And speaking of being there, are you still doing the because you know Coach White and Coach Powell done told on you because you done took them to the south side of Chicago and they get
almost been killed.
Right. And y'all get shot up trying to get some food.
Yeah, it was crazy. That was a moment, but I was from I'm from that area. Previously, I stayed in Chicago, and it's downtown almost. I wasn't expecting for them to come in and do a drive by, but I was always taught. When I was young and we was out in the streets, hey, everybody, let's meet at the car if something happened. When I went back to my young days, I got my tail on out the back door and went to the car.
Okay.
They started looking for me. I'm at the car, y'all. So I'll meet y'all at the car.
Look.
They still on the floor in the restaurant taking cover.
What's that gonna do if they come up in there? I need to be gone.
I know. They're like, Brandon, get down. I'm running out the back door.
Booking it. Like look, I don't blame you. Shoot, they said that the food was good.
The food was good, but you almost died for the good food.
Yeah, she said next time we're gonna have to we won't be getting food from there, but we will have to buy some more stuff. Hey. Yeah, because I was telling him, I was like, shoot, I want to coach too. I don't know what I got to go through because but I want to show up.
The HBCU explosion camp. Yeah, it was pretty decent. I went to the one in Texas as well too. We had one in Dallas.
Okay.
And we'll have another one this year. It's going to be in the DMV area. So we got 3 this summer.
Hey, that's where I'm from, DC.
Yeah. And I know Coach Ramona, she's no longer at Morgan State, but she's going to be leading the one in the DMV area.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're trying to get that set up. Just trying to get more kids, more black kids involved in the sport. That's my charge this year. Is we'll be releasing our camp days to Chicago State. We teamed up with Nike.
Okay.
We're sponsoring 1 week boys volleyball camp and 1 week females volleyball camp.
Ooh, nice.
I know the females is the last weekend, July, then the first week in August for the boys.
Okay.
So we're super excited about that and hope to bring some fundraiser dollars back to the university, back to our program, because we're working on trying to get a serving machine and some other training materials.
Yeah. That's what's up. I mean, I hope, and I'm sure it will, because once you do it a couple times and people start getting wind of it and it sticks, and then people want to be all in. So I think that's very doable.
Yep. I'm super excited about that. And we're gonna add diversity next year. We signed 3 kids for 2022 back in November. We actually got a kid from Honolulu we signing next week that we met while we was down there. We went to see him play.
Okay.
Bringing in another setter. We're bringing in one of the top liberos in this class. And we're bringing in a 6'10" kid from Ocean Bay. So we're super excited about that. We got another outside from Virginia Beach, about 6'4", 6'3". So we're bringing in them 4 kids, and I think next year is going to be even better. We're bringing another Dominican kid in as well too. So we just super excited about just the future of this program. We got outstanding leadership at the school. Our president and our athletic director, they willing to do whatever it takes to see us succeed. And I never, like all the schools I've been in, I never seen a president like President A. Zachary Faison. This man, he flew into our championship game, took the kids out there, won a championship, took them out to dinner on his own dime, things like that. Like, he's very supportive. He was at every volleyball home match just about. I mean, I never seen that support from the higher end from the president.
Yeah.
And, he's giving us the same support on the men's side. And then our athletic director, it's always, you have the athletic director that won't give you everything you want. Make sure we have everything we need. And the things we want, he try to figure out a way that we can meet somewhere in the middle. So, I never had that there. And It's just the support from higher up make me want to even push a little bit more, you know?
Dang. See, that's nice. See, because before, not even before, but usually you hear the higher up you are, the more hands off you are.
Yeah.
You really only get spoken to if something in the wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I need you to change this because, you know, whatever X, Y, and Z. But the fact that you have your leadership being so present and supportive.
Look, man, he made cabinet like the last 10 games of the girls' season. He made the whole president cabinet come to all the games. And like they was there supporting, cheering, and everything. This every vice president, every AVP, all of them was there supporting us. We came back from Nashville about 4:00 in the morning. We come back to students and faculty and staff welcoming us back on campus after we done won the championship.
At 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning, and it's cold.
Yeah.
It's cold at night. I mean, this is kind of support we got, you know.
Yeah.
And I really, really think I might be saying this, you know, and I don't want to put nobody else, but we are probably we're aiming for the first SEAC championship. We aiming to be the first SEAC champions. We training every day. I think we're probably one of the better teams in the SEAC. Of course, you got Fort Valley, Central State, and Benedict, but I think that we have what it takes. We just got to keep pushing. You know?
Yeah. Keep pushing. And then, like, with again, they all freshmen, they all babies. And that's what you feel about them already. And then next year, when they know the expectation, and now we can push even further because we've gotten accustomed to this expectation.
Yeah. But let me tell you this. So we was at Emmanuel. We played Emmanuel. That was our last home game. You know, we averaged probably about 2 or 3 blocks a set.
Okay.
We played Emmanuel, and we had almost 22 blocks in the 5-setter. Like they listened to this is the first time they executed the game plan. Thing that fed us was our receiving errors and serving errors. You know, when you have 17 receiving errors, 16 receiving errors, and 17 serving errors, you got 33 points, and you lose the fifth set 15-13. 15-13.
By two, so literally by two.
It's offensively. I have no doubt that my team can put it down against. I don't care what team we got. It's just that first ball contact is very important. Like we spend so much time on first ball contact. We getting better at it, but when we get that under control, team gonna be unstoppable. Yeah. Team is gonna be unstoppable. That's why my job was to bring in another libero, possibly 2 liberos for next year, and another setter to kind of help us on some of the things we're lacking at right now. Okay. But I feel like the team this year, they'll get it together eventually, you know?
Yeah, I mean, who knows? It might be tonight. Who knows? It'll just click. It'll just work. Yeah, you can't rush it though.
And another thing, man, you know, by us being African American kids, and it's not only that we have to go in there and fight against other schools. And this is what me and Larry talked about on the phone earlier. We have to fight against some of these referees. I mean, it's ridiculous when we went down to life. It was ridiculous. My kid went and jostled the ball for game set point. And he called a catch and throw. And his hand's on top of the ball. And he jostled him down. You call a catch and throw. Like they didn't want us. We had to fight for the set that we won. We had to literally fight. You look at the life fans start cheering for us because the referee was inside. The coach come over to me and tell me, Coach, I apologize for the ref. But that was ridiculous. And that's the hardest thing. When you try to get them there mentally, you got the referees that's attacking us too. Not saying that we making our mistakes. We giving up errors too, but you can literally see that the game is not being called fair.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not every referee. It's been a couple times, been a couple matches on our end, you know, but on the road, we got to fight because we by ourselves. We're Black institution. They don't want to see us win, you know. They don't want to see us win. They want to see us just constantly lose and, you know, figure out this sport is not for them. But, you know, that's what we got to try to weed out now, you know. How do we get past that? How do the referees accept us as a legit program.
Mm-hmm.
That's the struggle I had in 2 away matches.
And then like what? So what goes? What happens with that? Like, how do you like report it to the supervisor? Like, do
So I
you?
reported Life. I reported them to. I had to make several calls to Life. They didn't want to give me no information. I said I got to send this email. I got to send this link for the game
Mm-hmm.
because this is ridiculous. It took me almost 2 days to get information off the association. They assign us, and I still to this day. It's been 2 weeks. I haven't got a reply back from nobody.
At all?
Nobody at all. Nobody at all.
But let you violated something. Let you have been in the wrong for real,
Yeah.
for real.
I
They
just
would have
asked
been.
them I just asked them, please review the film. We're not asking for, you to go back and decide another game. We just want you to educate your referees more on the rules and the rules and the calls of the game.
Mm-hmm.
They could at least say, hey, well, thank you, coach, for this. We'll take this in consideration and we'll review for championships. But they didn't send nothing back,
Not even that. We got it. Thank you.
Nothing received. Not received. You know how you just put received on the email? Nothing. And it's been read. You can see on my end that it's been read. So
That's so.
Yeah, but hey, that's what we got to fight against too. It's not a lot of it, but it's out there.
Well, it's enough of it for it to be eye catching and for us to raise an eyebrow at it because that's what, for example, so Wilson, the volleyball company, basketball company, they're going to be sometime I think in the later part of this month, they're going to be highlighting crossing courts for Black History Month. And I sent them a message, like an email, and I was like, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I've worked really hard on my stuff. They like the podcast, the whole shebang, what I'm doing out here. Cool. That's all great. Yeah. But I sent them a little private email afterwards, and I said, hey, I don't want this to come across any sort of way, but I take what I do very seriously.
Yeah.
So, and I do these things, and I'm so passionate about it because it's not just me that sees it. I keep hearing it from other people at different programs on all levels. So this is an issue. I said, so for me, I love the fact that you want to showcase what it is that I do. I said, but I'm looking for something that's long lasting. Yeah. I need something that, once February 28th comes and goes, that we still, we more than matter. We for real built America. If you really want to be for real. Yeah. So the fact that we still are going through the same foolishness that our ancestors and everybody else went through, I said, I need that to change. It has to change because imagine if we recruit a LeBron James or Kevin Durant instead of playing basketball and having that physical contact, if we have you come over and play volleyball and all that strength and that height and that speed and that knowledge and that IQ, now we have that on the volleyball court. I said, y'all gonna have to come up with some rules because all of a sudden we not being fair.
Yeah.
So I said, it's things we have to deal with that. We damned if we do and we damned if we don't.
Exactly.
So I need us, if we're gonna work together, we need to have a clear-cut path that whoever, if you look like this, if you look different than the norm of what volleyball is, you have a home. This is how you can be cultivated in this, and there's representation from across the board. So I feel you on that one. So they said that they do want to work with me for the long haul. They do want to. They see I don't know what he said, like we vibing or something like that. But
that's good.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Beyond
exactly.
What is it? Black History Month.
Yeah.
That comes and goes. What we need is for certain folks to stop acting a fool from March to January. Yeah. And then acting brand new for the shortest month of the year.
For the shortest month of the year. Yeah, exactly.
Shit. So to piggyback on that, y'all which is crazy to me that we still having bomb threats.
Yeah.
And
it's crazy. This is attacking all HBCUs. I know this was Howard's third time with a bomb threat. in this year, just in this year alone. And then it set the school back. Kids miss class. Your regular day operation don't go as planned.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a distraction, and it's so petty for somebody to do something like that.
For
Um,
what? Like,
and we got to be on campus for 24 hours before. I mean, it's ridiculous. Fort Valley had to cancel a volleyball game because they got a bomb threat on campus. You know,
a bomb threat. Like,
a
for
bomb
what?
threat. Yeah.
And I
Well,
bet you they find out who sent it, who did it, who nothing.
and our president bounced back like our president ain't the normal president. He's gonna say what's on. He gonna shoot straight from his hip. He said, "EWC, we stand at HBCU strong. We will not be intimidated at all.
Mm.
We're not gonna be intimidated by nobody." You know.
What happened to the days where it was just like, look, it's on site. Like, meet me somewhere. You could catch these hands. What happened to that? Now we gotta.
They running hard, calling on the phone, unknown number, private number.
Right. Like,
Y'all
who that
know
saying on my phone?
back in the day when we had, was it 2 minutes? It was the thing, you had 2 minutes. You go in that room, y'all fight for 2 minutes, over with.
And you better get it out. And then after that 2 minutes, you better act right. I don't want to hear nothing else about it.
Yep. Yeah.
Shoot, I wish. Well, no, I don't wish, but I wish it would be a little more like not a whole bomb threat. And then on top of that, like, how do you, like, how? Because then that goes on the news, and then kids and their parents, they see that,
get scared,
and then it's like, what is this? February 3rd. We are like 34 days into the year, and Howard has had 3 bomb threats.
Yeah.
How do you like?
How do you make sense of it?
It's the same foolishness, but I don't hear no bomb threat going about Nebraska or Wisconsin or Texas. I don't hear none of that.
They're not gonna do it. I mean, they're attacking, and it got to be some type of club, some type of organization that's attacking our HBCUs. They don't want the HBCUs to survive. Things like that. It's just somebody just wicked and just ignorant. I believe.
That's all it is. Somebody, mama and daddy ain't teach them right because they mama and daddy ain't teach them right.
You have to, as a coach, I have to, even though campus is locked down, I still went on campus, make sure the kids is okay. Had to calm them down, like, hey, this gonna be over with in a little bit. You guys should stay in as long as you can, because that's the type of coach I am. I make sure I look out. I tell my parents, they just like my kids while they're on campus. I'm gonna make sure they're okay, and I make a promise to do whatever I can to make sure they're okay. So I take it as a task for me to make sure when something like that happens, I'm visual on campus, and I can be communicated with.
Yeah.
So I went on campus and checked every kid room, from my girls to my boys, make sure they was okay. Did they need anything? Make sure I brought water up there, whatever else I could bring up there, just to make sure it was okay. And I think they took it pretty well. They was glad to be out of class for a day anyway. So
yeah. They wouldn't try to do no work anyway for real. But
I mean, it comes. So hopefully they won't pick us no more to do a bomb threat.
Yeah, but they can use that. That literally be that right there could be that motivation for getting over these 5 setters that they don't come on victorious in.
Another thing we do, we work with Penny. I don't know what Penny talked to you about, the visualization, imaging before a game, and we do sessions with her because it's all mental. She wants them to visualize the night before how you playing your game.
Yeah.
Make sure that you visualize how you're gonna play, and then if you put it in your visualization, that'll be in your mental, and you'll play like that. So that's what we're using now. We just started a couple of days ago, so I tell them every night, imagine you playing on volleyball for 10 minutes. What you doing? How you cleaning up your hands? Ball coming to you, your platform out, angle, ready to take the pass. The pass going straight to the setter. Instead of squaring up, letting it go off his hands to the hitter. You put it down. Don't nobody touch it. That's the kind of imaging that I'm trying to get them to see.
Yeah.
Going up for a block. You bail jumping, you head down, you reach as high as you can, you pressing over the net. That's the imagining that we want them, the visualization that we want them to do.
Yeah.
So that's what we're working on. Penny said it's been used with Alabama football team and a lot of big championship teams. So that's what we're doing now because we're right there. Um, so we just gotta get over that hump. We led every fifth set. This set we jumped out 5-0 fifth set.
Mm.
It was up 11-8 at the most. You know, referee make one bad call, our kids don't know how to answer back. They
And
still
that
get the
just
call. They still playing ball. You know, we
and
still dwelling on the call. I always tell my kids, I say this a lot. If you make a mistake, short memory, get to the next play. You know, we can't be going up looking at our hands and what did I do wrong. That means you still dwelling on that play. And that's a mental game right there. They want you to dwell on their play, so they keep serving.
Yep.
Your mindset should be like, hey, serve me again. This pass going up in the air the next time. You know?
Yep. That's
So
what I do. That's what I do, especially in the sand, because I'm more of a beach player than I am
yeah.
indoor.
Uh-huh.
But beach, you be having a wind, you be having the sun, you be having people yelling. You be hot, it be tiring.
Yeah.
But it be some days or some times where like I love me some serve receive.
Yeah.
But then so every once in a while, I might shank a pass. They might get an ace off of
Yeah.
me. And I'm just like, you know what? I used to get so mad. I know I can do better than that, blah, 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 blah. That
Yeah.
serve wasn't that good, yada, yada, yada. I used to get
Yeah.
angry. But now I'm just like, you know what?
Next play.
Here's what it is. Point is over and move on.
Yeah.
But one thing I've taught myself to do is, especially because somebody told me this. They were like, Maurice, look, you come with a lot of energy. They said,
Uh-huh.
if you happy, you come with a lot of energy. If you pissed, you come with a lot of energy. No matter what your emotion is, you just come with a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So I took that and I was like, you know what? If I'm sitting up there being pissy and I'm mad
Uh-huh.
on the court and there's only two of us, what my partner's gonna eat up all of that emotion and then
Yeah.
they gonna be irritated, then they gonna be mad. And that's like the one thing you can do. You
Uh-huh.
can like I tell my girls, you can always move your feet. You can
Yeah.
always move your feet and you can always be a good teammate. You can always have a good attitude.
That's what.
So now when I mess up or things don't go right, first thing I do is smile, put my head up, smile, and I look at my partner. I'm going to do better. Next time, I'm going to give you a better pass than
Yeah.
that. And then let it be that.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's a mental cycle you try to get the kids. One thing you did say, being a better teammate, being a good teammate. That's something that we got to learn how to be. Some kids from different culture, they get upset. They take competition a different way. And now we all together. We got to take this the same way. We can't. One side of the team can be arguing, fussing, while the other team calm. So they, like I said, we're still learning each other, still learning how to do things on the better for the team. The betterment for the team. So.
They get it. I'm proud of them. I know they don't know who I am, but I'm proud of them.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you too, because you done in multiple schools you done gone to and changed them programs around and have accolades up and down.
Yeah. Thanks.
So kudos for you for that's how you know that you got a good coach.
Yeah.
Like for real. When you have somebody who can go into a place that maybe doesn't have culture or the culture's maybe a little sus or like people just don't get along, where you can take multiple people from different walks of life and get them on the same page and operating as a unit and then enjoying and having fun with it is that they do.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this.
That's
I
good.
almost gave up coaching. I had such a bad experience at Chicago State, man.
Really?
I just said, hey, I got my doctorate degree. I'm going straight to administration. I was there for 7 years. Came into the program. It was the last team in the country. Very last team in the country. Didn't nobody respect them. Went in there, Went in there. We won conference games for the first time. We beat Rutgers. We took Oklahoma to 5. We took Cal to 5. I mean, we had some great times there. And went through so many ADs. I was an assistant AD myself, associate AD myself. And last AD came in. You know how they want to come in, bring their own people in. They threaten you, saying you got to choose which job you want to be administrator, coach. I take coaching. Um, then next thing, you need to get rid of your assistant coach and hire this guy. How about the guy that he wanted me to hire? He hired him as a head coach and let me go. So, and then it's your own people. Your own people. I was there helping the man much as I can. I was anything he needed. I was his right hand. School was failing so bad, man. School's about to close. I worked financial. I did all the business part of it. $9.6 million. I managed. He came in there. He was so far behind. I helped him get caught up. Anything he needed, he turned his back on me like crazy. He said, "Brandon, we give all the coaches 1 year. We give you 1 year. We not coming in here release nobody. We giving all the coaches 1 year to prove they said."
But what is 1 year supposed to do? Like,
I said, "You give me 1 more year because I got 8 new kids coming in."
Yeah.
And, it's ridiculous how he just flipped the script, man, and that really tore me mentally because I gave so much at all the schools I've been in. I gave so much to Chicago State. It was like you never got let go from us. I never got let go from a school until I got to Chicago State. He called me, and it was the rudest way to let go of somebody. Coach, did you finish the EAD report, which is a educational report, civil rights report? You do your equity report. I said, yes, sir. I finished that. Did you finish the NC2A financial report? This is all our money, how we spend, what we did. Yes, sir. We did that. I worked with the auditors on it. It's complete. It's ready to be turned in. The real reason why I'm calling you is that we want to terminate your contract. We want to terminate your contract today, effectively today.
Not today.
Yes, and I was left at all. I'm like, where is this coming from? He said, "Do you have any questions?" I just hung up the phone.
Where is your location? Send me your location.
Yes, and then it was so bad, and the president, and that's why I'm so appreciative of the president I got now and the AD I have. Because when I tried to reach out to the president, she didn't pick up the phone. She didn't call on that. I don't know I don't know what he told her, and it was like ridiculous. So you know what I did? I just got my stuff and I left. Said, and then when I get the job at Edward Waters, you gonna send me a freaking text message. Oh, you should do good there. They should be glad to have you there. Man,
No,
get off my
you
phone.
should have been glad to have
Yeah.
me there. That's who should have been glad about anything.
And that was the hardest part of my life when I said, hey, maybe coaching ain't for me no more. Maybe it's time for me to move to the higher end, which I had all the credentials to do so and all the experience. And I was applying for number administration jobs. And I said, hey, you know, Sharon from Butler called me. She's a head coach at Butler. She said, Brandon, I really think you need to take this opportunity. It's in Florida. I can't tell you what school yet because they're not going to announce that they adding the sport to tomorrow.
Okay.
And then she called me back and said, hey, this is an AD. He's waiting to hear from you. I had one interview. And I picked between here and being an AD at Coleman College, an AD at Owens Community College, and an AD at Southeast Missouri State, associate AD.
Okay.
And I said, hey, this got to be an opportunity. I prayed. I talked to some advisors. Like, I really, really wasn't ready to leave volleyball, but it's like I was being forced out. That's how I felt mentally. And I got confidence and, I got clarity that, hey, your job is not done on this volleyball court. You go when you ready to go. So that's when I said, hey, Dr. Brown, I'll take the job. And from that, it's been the best experience since I've been here.
That's so good.
So many accomplishments. You know, sometimes we gotta be we tug to so many things that it's not good for us. Even though it's Division 1, it's not good for us. I said I ain't gotta ever coach Division 1 volleyball no more. Never. And we don't realize that sometimes we need to break away from that. And if I would have did my own research when he came, I had a job waiting on me. I said, hey, he said he gonna give us a year. I said, oh, okay, well, he gonna give me a year. I'm bringing in 9 new kids anyway next year. We got 17 already, so you know, but it was ridiculous. Then I had to call the kids. They was very upset. All my kids transferred, every last one of them, except for 2. I think 2 stayed because they was graduating the next year.
Okay.
Everybody transferred. All my kids got out the NLIs. I sent 2 to Penny. I sent them all over the place.
Yeah. That's what's up. But hey, like at least you had your kids back. Like, which, I mean, you ain't just leave them there because you know, and that is beyond trifling. Yeah. Not did you do what you were supposed to do? Yes, okay. Bye.
The next verse, the next conversation. Hey, this is what's happening. You know, and I knew it was, you know, it's the end of the month. I had a suspect that was who calls and want to have a phone conversation at the last day of the month, you know.
Yeah.
I got rid of all the coaches. All the coaches. There's only one coach there. That's a tennis coach now. But everybody was gone. They got rid of everybody. You know, just be upfront with me, because you told me that when you first got there, I would have been looking. I've been not found somewhere to go. You know. I don't want to ever. When I move to administration, I don't want to ever be that type of administrator. You know, because that's karma. It's gonna come back to you. It might not come back to you in 3-4 years, but it's gonna smack you in your face one day. You know. So this athletic world is funny. It's funny. But I'm glad to be here at Edward Waters.
That's good.
Place that I said I probably end my coaching career at. As long as I want to, as long as I do what I'm supposed to do here, I will always be at Edward Waters.
That's what's up. That's good. They had that commitment.
Yeah.
And so last thing I ask you, because I was asked to put in a good word for a person, for a certain individual, but I ain't gonna do that yet. So what I'm going to say is, I'm going to ask you this: as a coach, as a successful coach, as somebody who is in the culture, who wants to push the culture forward, and create opportunities, what would you say? What would you say are the most important things if you are trying to take your volleyball to the next level and get on an Edward Waters or get on an Alabama State or Alabama A&M, like just going from the club and going to there? How would you say? What would you say?
Train hard. That's one of the best things. Academics are always going to be a plus. Make sure your grades up. Energy. That's what a lot of coaches preach. Energy level got to be on 10. You know, and just be willing to step out your comfort zone. You know, some kids not willing to do that. Sometimes they wait till they junior and senior year to do it. You come right in and step out your comfort zone. You have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose.
Yes. That's what I be telling. Yeah. I be telling him, I be like, look, are you working the hardest in the gym?
Yeah.
No? Okay. Well, are you the smartest person in your class? Are you what you doing apart from everybody else?
You're not sweating in the gym. You're not doing nothing. Something wrong, you know?
Yeah. That's true. Ain't nothing in this life for free. And if it is for free, you might want to reconsider if it's worth having.
Yeah. You don't want to get nothing free. You want to earn everything you receive. Everything.
Every last drop, my man. Yeah. Well, my friend, thank you so much for joining me.
It was great, man.
So much. One of these days soon, I'm gonna go in and get your I'm gonna get the schedule, because I do want to come out to some games now that I quit my day job. Now I'm just volleyball.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Must be nice.
Look, well, you know what? I still work a lot now. So I
Yeah.
still coach for North Miami Beach Volleyball Academy, and
Okay.
I still have my that developmental program. Like literally we just got 13 new athletes yesterday.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, I'm still doing that. I still got my podcast. I still am playing. Still need to get my step up my social media game. So by the time all of that takes up a lot of the day right there. That's more than 8 hours for sure.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm gonna keep grinding as long as you happy. As long as you, like I tell my girls, if you gotta do what you love, because if you don't, if you do something that you do not love, I don't know how you're gonna be great at it.
You can't be
You gotta
successful at it.
you gotta love it.
Yeah, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. And I'm gonna leave you with this. This is something that we always went through with the women's team and men's team. We feel like pressure is a privilege.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by us being an HBCU team, we're gonna be under pressure a lot, but it's a privilege to have that pressure. Because if you don't have pressure, nobody think too much of you. You know.
Nope.
So that's one thing I instill in both of my teams. Pressure is a privilege, and I love it. I love pressure because I know how to react to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. And there's nothing better than responding to pressure and then putting that energy back on the other team and
Yep.
they just get hot and literally just start walls of Jericho just come
Falling
tumbling
down.
and crumbling down. And
Exactly.
it's like people forget about that mental game.
Yeah.
You can hit, you can fast, you can play defense, offense, serve, cool, great. But when you get pushed and you get tested,
Yeah.
how do you respond? Oh, you can't respond?
Look,
Mm.
I tell my girls they had so much perseverance. They back is against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
We're the whole neutral site. We're here by ourselves. We go in there and win the whole tournament. They put us in as the last seed because it was some crazy stuff that was going on. We never played any conference games, but we was a part of that conference.
Okay.
And in order for them to get a at-large bid, a championship bid, they had to have 6 teams in that conference. So we went in the conference the last seed. We knocked out the number one team the first. Everything is like backwards. Now you go work on your sorry team, then you got nice team, then the best team championship. The
Mm-hmm.
best team was first. Everything else was smooth and running through.
Hey, that's what.
We knocked out Dilla. Dilla, it was a dog fight. We should have beat them 3-1, but we made some mistakes. But we knocked out Dilla, and everything else was written.
Easy like Sunday morning.
So yeah, so my kids, I tell my girls they prime example of privilege. Pressure is a privilege. They
Mm-hmm.
back us against the wall. They know how to house it back. You know? And they freshmen too. We got a lot of freshmen on the girls team.
Oh my
So
goodness. So
we're
y'all got
back.
some
We
young.
returned to the same team. We returned to 16 girls, and we signed 13 new girls. So we had probably one of the biggest teams in school history. And we're about to take their branch out to Club Beach to hopefully add it as a sport. So
No.
we,
Ooh.
we've been
Okay.
experimenting with men and women Club Beach. I know we'll be with Warner and Weber on the
Mm-hmm.
men's side. And then we're going to try to play as many matches on the women's side as possible. We're gonna see how it go, and then if we're gonna add that sport soon.
Yeah. I'm all look. You say beach. I'm just like ooh. Like I love me some beach volleyball. Love it.
So that's what we experiment with now.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully everything coming. We're gonna turn this to volleyball school. Really do.
Good. That's because that's what Coach Powell said on that first episode. You know, we want to create these opportunities so that way, you know, we can be their first choice, that
Yeah,
we're out there looking for them too.
yeah,
And, you know, like I told her, I was like, who in the world, if I was being recruited and
yeah.
I had all these coaches in the nation recruiting me, why would I want, if I had the opportunity to play for an Olympian, why would I not go play for that Olympian? I don't care
Exactly.
what
You gonna
school
get some.
name it is.
You gonna get some more that other coaches can't give you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like Penny and Rose. I mean, Penny is one of the greatest coaches. Me and Penny, we played co-ed together for a couple of years. That's
Mm-hmm.
how I met Penny about 25 years ago.
Okay.
I was a young kid. She was about in her beginning 30s. We played co-ed. We played on the same team.
Mm-hmm.
But to know her background in volleyball and where she's been. She played in Italy, and then you look at Rose, her background, one of the tallest setters that you can see.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just great women. Like they always been in my corner. So I really really look up to them. They women, but they like my role models, and I tell them every time. I'm trying to get like you.
Okay, look, because I sent them a group chat. Every time I send a group chat, hey aunties, how y'all doing? How y'all day going? I hope y'all good.
And when I left Chicago State, both of them offered me opportunities at their university. Both of them. I said, I'm just gonna wait out and see how things will go. I went to help Penny out for a little bit, but eventually some came open, and I was there at the other place. So yeah.
That's good.
Great women of volleyball, very knowledgeable, and they very loving. So yeah.
Yeah, I got the same thing from them too. They was so like, it was like, look, like we just met at the cookout and we just having a good old time. Like it was just, we were just kicking it. There was no nerves. I felt like I had known them for years because I have people in my family that are just like that.
Yeah.
So it was easy to connect with them. Like they were just like, look, you got to do this with us. And if you want to do this, we can help you do that. And it was just like, I didn't even ask for this, but that's just the women that they are. Like, if we make it, we want you to make it too. So I love that energy.
Exactly.
Love that. Well, my man, my friend, I will let you get ready for your match tonight. What time is the match?
It's at 7 p.m.
Okay.
We're about to do some game film in a little bit and go from there.
All righty. Well, best of luck, and I will be I'll be talking to you soon. Okay.
Right. Thanks, Maurice. Have a good day, man.
No problem. See you later.
All right.